Hello everybody, it's Ryno. I'm here with Eli and we are going to a cooking class this morning at Portobello here at Disney Springs. Honestly, I have no clue what's going on inside of here. Pete pretty much said, hey, can you cover this cooking class? And I said, I don't cook, but that's Eli's thing. And he said, well, you're both gonna go, so here we both are. And so that was nice of him, I hope. We'll find out, I guess. But I Googled it a little bit, and it looks like it's taught by, or it's hosted by someone who was on Top Chef, and he's a James Beard winning chef, an Italian chef. Tony, my goodness, I cannot remember the name I read, but Eli might be able to tell us in a second here. But yeah, so that's here at Portobello. I didn't know they did such a thing at Disney property, like hands-on cooking classes.
Tony Mantuano.
Tony Mantuano. He was on the second season of Top Chef. I remember reading that. But yeah, I like this restaurant a lot, so I'm kind of curious to see what goes on in here. So we're gonna head inside, get situated, and see what goes on in there.
So when you're cooking either beef or pork, in this case it's a little bit of both, it's going to clump pretty big as you cook it. So just put it on a cutting board and chop through. Make sure it's all sort of even because you want the ravioli as well. So Steve over here has half pork, half beef. He has Parmesan cheese, and he also is going to add some breadcrumbs to help absorb some of that moisture from the meat. Some of the, I mean, the spinach doesn't need it. The meat probably needs the breadcrumbs more than anything else. And by the way, you can never get enough too much Parmesan cheese. The more you add, the better. To a certain point. So once this is all mixed together, we're going to be ready to roll. This is called the basic fold-over technique, where the filling goes to one end, then you fold over the top, and then the filling is right in that bowl. And you cut around it, and you have your perfect shape. We're using, and you have scoops over here when you go to make your ravioli. We're using about an ounce, three-quarters of an ounce of filling in each pasta. Take your pasta dough and roll it out. Make sure there's enough flour on the bottom underneath it so it doesn't stick. And then paint in between the filling with the egg wash.
Leaving the Ravioli Cooking Class with Chef Tony Mantuano with a ton of food, as you can see in the bag that Eli is holding. So this was about a 2-hour experience at Portobello, like we said in the beginning. No clue that it actually involved us eating as well. I thought we were just going to cook like 1 or 2 items and move on with our lives, but overall it was pretty awesome. I mean, we were greeted with glasses of champagne, and I thought, okay, 1 glass of champagne and then nothing else for the rest of the thing. They just kept I mean, we probably had 2 or 3 glasses of champagne and then a glass of wine each with the food that we were given. So the chef comes out, and he had 2 assistant chefs with him, and they made 2 different types of ravioli. It was one was meat, right?
Spinach and cheese, and ricotta cheese.
Spinach and ricotta, and the other one, no, yeah, spinach and ricotta, and then beef. And they made the dough, they made the ingredients, and then what they did is they set us up in this like workstation where we folded it over with butter, I don't know, paintbrushes? Like,
Yeah.
Butter paintbrushes. So you had like these pieces of dough that you laid out on the table, you put in the ingredients, then you folded it over, and you made your raviolis. And then they gave you a little to-go container, you put it in a bag, and that you take it home and you make it later at your house. You boil it later. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Now we did get like a 3-course meal involved with this. So we sat down, and like I said, they gave us champagne, then they gave us this what was the equivalent of pizza dough, but not like with anything on it. Right. Just olive oil.
Just cheese.
And no, there was not any cheese on that.
Yeah.
Well, like maybe sprinkled lightly, but. And then we got a shared antipasta platter, which included, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on it that I can't pronounce, so I'm not going to even attempt to try it. I don't want to offend people. And then that bread was fresh baked bread with roasted garlic and private label Tuscan olive oil. So no, there was not cheese on it.
Oh.
So there was that, and then we were given a pasta bolognese, which was slow cooked beef, pork meat sauce, and then the dessert, we got like, I don't know, 8 cannolis. They were like small cannolis, but I only needed like 1, maybe. I mean, I had a second one because what do you do, you know? But I Googled this because I had no clue how much it was. It says online this class was $55. Okay, you can't even eat a restaurant at this restaurant. I'm telling you right now, we drank $55 between the 2 of us. Like it was $55 each, but you know, it's probably like $9 or $10 for a glass of wine or Prosecco or champagne. So I mean, we got a huge salad, we got bread with the roasted garlic that they do here, we got you know, we got the pasta we're leaving with. We obviously didn't need a lot of the shared antipasta platter, but we're leaving with that. I mean, we're leaving with half of the desserts. We basically have enough food that we're inviting some friends over for dinner tonight, and we're all gonna eat this food again, on top of the stuff that we actually ate while we were here. So I'm a little bit blown away by the value of this, because when I Googled it, it said it was $55 a person. And if that's true, that's insane. Like, this is a must-do then, because apparently they do this often and they kind of do it with different chefs. So if that's the case, I would actually look into doing this on like the regular. I'm gonna recommend that you do this with people you know. I mean, you can do it alone, and I don't think you'll feel too awkward. They make you sit a little family style, but the crowd in here was a little.
Snobby.
Yeah, it's not like me. It was a little like mimosas on a Sunday morning in Connecticut. I hope that doesn't offend people from Connecticut, but it was a little too rich for me, where I was like, this isn't the attitude I was getting from the class or the instructor or anything like that. It was, I don't know. So I'm walking toward the wrong car in the parking lot, but so I don't know. I would definitely, but I think this would be an awesome thing to do for people for lunch. Like, I mean, yeah, it's $55, but it's basically like you're going out to dinner with friends. So I would say just get a group of people together, like 3 or 4, go, and like, I mean, you're gonna get your money's worth in the drinks alone. Like, it's pretty much, they didn't say unlimited, but they came around like, yeah, a lot. I never asked for another drink. There was always a drink on the table, to the point where like I left, you know, I left drinks on the table. So that alone paid for it, but then the meal was delicious as well. So I don't know. I would really consider checking this out. Portobello, they said they're adding new classes to the website now. You know, obviously check out wdwinfo.com. I'm familiar with that website, as we all know. And Yeah, I can barely breathe right now, actually. I'm so full. So this was really good. If you do this class or you've done it before, check it out. Let me know about your experience in the comments below. I'd be curious to hear about it. But for now, I'm gonna go walk off all this food at Epcot or the boardwalk or something, because I can barely breathe. So we'll see you later.
Bye.